your Pogie croaker saver. And I'm already past 12 minutes. So, okay. So this is starting another part of this same video. I'll have to be a couple of videos. Look like I went past 12 minutes already. Pogie saver, I put that. It only takes a small amount. I only put about that much on the shrimp. So this thing is going to last me forever. I've had this since we started doing this whole hooked up fishing thing together, and it's barely used in there because it only takes just a little bit, and it takes all of the bad stuff out of the water. And the bigger cooler, also, you're not having to change the water out as much. Okay, and what I learned also that I'm going to get is a hand pump. Having a hand pump on your kayak is one of the smartest things you could do. You could take on water, something could happen, and if you got a hand pump, you're not sitting out there with a scoop, scooping it out. Now, Glenn Madden, Professor Salt in Corpus, I talked to him about it. I'm trying to find the pump that he uses, or if anybody knows of a great hand pump that, you know, is going to take salt water naturally. It's going to have either aluminum and stainless and then rubber components. It's going to be tough to go all over all this stuff. Also, I run my fish finder with this inside the hull, which is waterproof, okay, and the battery is probably in this bag, and you guys message me, I'll get you the name of that battery. But I also went to these tackle boxes because I'll show you real quick why. These start off like this, and of course this thing is full of Rapala stick baits. These, compared to these, they start off clean and pretty, okay, but they're not airtight and they're not sealed. So even though you got it closed off and there's no water getting to it, this water, salt water, that air is salt out there. So you start off with a box like that. Then you'll end up with a box developing rust, okay? But these are airtight. They're only $9 at Academy, and rubber seal around there, and so everything is high and dry. Of course, the hooked up fishing stickers are in. I need to re-up on some of them. I'm down to, I don't know, maybe 20 or so left. But these go behind you on the back of your vehicle. That way the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit are always rolling with you. Okay, the hooked up fishing logo stickers are in, guys. And this is the battery I use. It's in my, one of them is in my kayak. I bought two of them. And it has a USB port and then a regular port that you can run your lights. I run my fish finder 2 or 3 days off of one charge. It's rechargeable. It's got LED lights on there, lets you know where you're at charge wise. On and off switch here. You know, pretty neat battery, lasts forever. Okay, and all I do is I just bring my USB card with me. My GoPro goes down. I plug that bad boy up, turn it on, charge any device I want to. Charge my phone. Another thing while I'm at it about the phones. This is a life-proof case. I dropped this phone at Texas City Dike boat launch, where we launch on the Texas City Dike on the right side, in the water when I was getting ready to get out of my kayak with another phone in a life-proof. Both phones were in the water for over 40 minutes. I had a net, a fisherman, if you see this, there were radio's going off right now. Great thing to have. That way it's an emergency out on the water. Texas City plant has an emergency. You're out there fishing. You know, to get away from that area. Anything could go on. But this life-proof case on your phone, look into them, life-proof. Guarantee it'll save your life. I fished those phones out with a fishing crab net or whatever, and boom, right away, somebody called me, I answered. Completely submerged in salt water for 30, 40 minutes, works fine. So here, I have this. I plug it up to my phone while I'm out there. Say you get stranded, you're out there for a long extended period of time. I plug that into my USB port. I turn the power on. Boom, my phone is charging. Okay. Too much to go over. I'm going to try to go over it all. Of course, down south lures. Love those things. This particular color was like morning grass. No, it was blue ice. Blue ice. Beautiful, beautiful bait. Catches trout, believe me. Not my target fish, but it does catch them. Out there by St. Louis Pass is where I was at. And picked up on a trout with that particular lure. Okay? Another thing, I'm sure I got tons and tons of tackle. A grab box with all of my one-ons in there in case a situation pops up. What I mean by one-ons is if I'm in a situation where Spanish mackerel or something come through, boom, I'm fishing lures. If I'm not equipped with what I have right here, I'm not going to catch any Spanish mackerel. I'm just going to lose a bunch of lures. I used to do that before. Lost a lot of mirror lures one time before I realized that I didn't need to throw it out there anymore. What I simply do is I attach wire. Top dollar with the gold flea collar is coming to be nosy. Even on this little blade runner here, I attach a wire leader already ready to go. It's the flexible wire that doesn't hold memory. So even though I have it twisted up like this, I just simply untwist it, you know, while I'm out there. Boom. It already has a swivel on the end of it, which is essential, okay? And I have now a wire leader, okay? And so a Spanish mackerel, a king mackerel or whatever hits that lure, boom, he's coming to the house. The hard hitter's going to make ground fish patties out of him because that was the only way that meat was good. Not really big on kingfish, just like I'm not really big on trout. And the reason being, guys, a lot of people have heard me say this. I'm going to tell you why. Trout are not real tough fish. They call them weak fish. They call them weak fish because they die easy. Another reason, they don't have the big hard scales like your redfish, like your sheep's head. The protective coating like a flounder. So, for that reason, and the reason that they eat some of everything, they have a higher mercury count than other fish. More mercury. I have a wire leader on. Like I said, this is a quick grab bag. I know how to get it untangled real quick if I'm in a situation. Of course, now I'm in a situation. I get to demonstrate how fast I can get this grab bag undone here. And I'm just trying to rush it instead of just taking my time and doing it. One reason why. Boom. I'm undone and I'm fishing. I have a stick bait with a wire leader. I have a chrome top water with a wire leader. Okay? Quick grab bag. Have one of the baits that they said is a beast. No wire leader yet. Plenty of stick baits. Love these things. Big fish bait, believe me. Alright. Tons of tackle because you never want to get caught in a situation where somebody else has it and you don't. And you're debating whether to go over to that guy and say, hey man, do you have another one of those lures? If he's catching big fish and good fish, he could very well say, yeah, I sure do, for about 25, 30 bucks. If you're like me, you're going to give him that 25 or 30 bucks. But at any rate, when my phone's charging, I can also put it in here. It keeps that battery from getting any spray. Also my GoPro, I can put it in this seal box when it's charging. When that door is open on that GoPro, you do not want it out in the elements. Ask Dirty South Angler. Dirty, dirty, you can tell them. That spray will get into that camera and you will lose your GoPro. You want to put it inside a sealed box when you're charging it, okay? Just tips, man. This is another bad boy. I want to show you this, and perfect timing. I have something here to show you. This is called MC Hammer. A lot of the guys that fish with me know the real reason why I call this bad boy MC Hammer. Had this made for me, Cat. Cat is a guy out of Galveston. He was fighting cancer last time I talked to him. Hey, much love to you, Cat, man. I hope you're doing great. You know, I'm so busy, I don't get a chance to reach out to you. But Cat made this for me. Had my name wrote on it in black marker, but hey, I'll have it engraved, Cat, and have this thing for life. But if you see me, I take this deal. If I got a hard head on any fish I don't want to touch, I run this. It goes to the hook like this. I take and spin that fish. He flips him right off of the hook. I never have to touch that fish. Okay, great deal to have. Sure, you guys can make one. It's out of stainless. Make your own if you got a welder buddy. And that's what I have here. This light here is essential. Endo gear. Just Google them. Try to get this light with the most looms. Completely chargeable. The batteries can be replaced if they ever go bad. I'm thinking about, wow, it's a fresh new item. I could buy that. But when you do turn it on, has a green light that lights up in the back there. And it's super, super bright. You know, super, super bright. It's a must-have when you're out there trying to get ready early in the morning. Throw this on your head. It has 3 different sets of lights, you know, and then it also has a distress light to it.